All right, so our center bow pockets. We want a 36-inch pocket, so what we need to do is make a 37-inch length, and each one of the pockets are 5 inches. So all right, so we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're just going to fold over a 1/2 of an inch and clean these edges up. And again, we're going to fold it so that the vinyl on the back is the good side of this. And then we're going to bind. And we're going to build these the same way that we did on our big curve pocket. Should have music on. I don't know why I don't keep music on when I'm filming. It'd probably be a little bit more entertaining than when I'm just sitting here sewing, right? Oh, look what I just did. I put the stop on the zipper in. Jackass. Do you have a pair of these?
No.
Get them.
Yeah.
It's all the difference in the world.
I just put that on a bunch.
If you use a little pair of dikes to snip them on there enough, you'll buy them.
Yeah.
All right, so as you can see, that's a whole waist. I was just commenting that I have no more 36-inch zippers, so I had to actually cut a 60-inch, which I don't like to do, but you do what you got to do. Okay, so remember how I crawled up here with the pattern and I put those 3 little marks for each one of the bows. Right now I just want to reach underneath here and transfer that to the inside. All right. So I was explaining when we were doing the pattern that these center bow pockets are directional, and it makes a big difference, obviously, if you go the wrong direction. So here's the general rule of thumb. If this bar is connected to this bar, the pocket folds in towards it. So that bar on the other pocket was connected the other way, so we'll actually turn it around and build the center bow pocket opposite directions there. So with those three little marks on there, I can go ahead and just roughly draw in. Now I know that that's typically curved, but we don't need to really curve the lines. That's such a gradual radius that we can do it with a couple of straight lines. I don't tape these down. I do these freehand. If you want to, you can put a piece of transfer tape on here and actually tape this down and then try to fold it over and tape it again. But I have found throughout all of my years that I get it on here a lot straighter and better if I do it freehand. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. All right, let's see if you can get a little bit of a close-up right on this. So I've got this faint line, and what you can do is just find your center, drop it down there, and now what I want to do is I actually want to stitch right on top of that line. So keep in mind now that with this line right here, the tubing actually goes inside of that line right there. So I'll show you here in a second. So what I'm going to do is okay, so knowing that the tube is on the inside of that line, what I want to do is I want to grab and I'm going to pinch like 1 inch. So it's actually about 2 inches, and that's going to be enough for that tubing to fall inside that pocket. So I just want to pinch about 1 inch and then let this lay where it wants to lay. Now, because of that start, we got to move our zipper. Zip that back together. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to come here and I'm going to just estimate my fingers about 1 inch, right? So I just roll that back and I grab it and I hold that 1 inch and I hold the zipper down where it goes. And then I'll do one more time. I do the exact same thing. So if you can get that concept down, that works extremely well. Let me just show you as a reference right here. If you were to pull this out flat and sew it down, there's no way you would be literally, I don't know, 2 inches off of being right. So, you know, somebody may say, well, why wouldn't you scribe a line on the outside and lay it down flat? Well, that's because you want to have the pocket so that the bow is actually pulling on the pocket itself. It's not just lifting the center of it up. It's actually pulling on the pocket. So that's why I do it like that. It works very well for me. I recommend that you do it. So let's go around and do the other side. So I'm gonna flip that around and sorry about that. I gotta tell you something. Good thing this is a learning tutorial. One thing you don't want to do is run out of thread when you're poking holes through a Bimini top. It will create kind of a leak, right? I usually say that you always want to check your bobbin before you start doing center bow pockets, and I just did one of my biggest pet peeves. Matter of fact, I almost fired one of my employees over that one time because the customer made us rebuild his Bimini top because it leaked on him. So you did not see this from me, all right? Top secret. You take a piece of transfer tape. Actually, I'm going to clean that up just a little bit more right there. Pull a couple more of these threads out. All right. All right, the only reason why I'm putting this on camera is because Nick Reno is sitting right here watching me do this. And I guess if you're gonna learn how to cheat, that's how you do it. This acrylic coated fabric is just like vinyl. If you poke a hole in it, take the needle out, it's gonna leak. So do not run out of thread. Now, did I change the bob? I did. So let's go ahead and as you know, there's absolutely no way you're going to get that same needle holes again. So that's the quick fix. Let's hope that we don't ever have to come back and replace that Bimini top because of that. All right, so Pockets are all done. Now let's start with our zipper tail up at the arch, okay?